Ah, I'm fine. I'm doing great, actually, you guys. Uh, so I woke up with a little bit of a headache, and my brain was like, maybe I shouldn't do the thing today, but I'm not that bad. Jesus fucking goddamn. I don't know how to. It's a lot of messages all at once. Like the moment I start streaming, that's suspicious. I haven't even pulled up Twitch yet. I've only seen that message in my OBS. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, I'm awake. Oh, I got an incoming ad break, like, immediately. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I'm the world's sleepiest creature. What the fuck? How? Another? Okay. I never get these bots on YouTube. It's just on Twitch. Well, I've gotten them on YouTube so rarely that I don't remember it ever happening. Like, anyway, some part of my brain was trying not to stream today, and I, needed to crush that part of me with a hammer. Because it is just another fragment of insecurity. I can stream for, like, 2 hours or less every day. That's fine. There is a garbage truck outside beeping at me. Anyways, booting up the game. The campfire spawned on a tree again, skipping to tomorrow's level. Lovely. Okay. And... Okay, cool. Listening once again to the Transform Furry Music playlist. I will never stop listening to it, I think. The other day I thought I saw weird... It's like a rigging issue on the hands. Anyway. Hi everybody. We are once again doing the Daily Peak. I have turned down my graphic settings, so we're now on DirectX 11, and my computer runs a lot better while streaming Peak. I could do Vulkan. Shouldn't. Shouldn't do. But yeah. Once again, going for Rabbit Scout. Almost got it the other day. I believe in myself very hard. Almost got it the other day while basically speedrunning, right? Like, feel like I get balloons at the crash a lot. Which, not complaining, by the way. It's great. What's that? That's a wild shell. Oh, wait. I need to cook things. God. Or am I out of practice? I did this yesterday. Hey, is this the only fire in the game that persists forever? Like, is that just there for all time? Also, does the smoke make like an arch? I don't know how they did the physics for that, and I'm not gonna think about it much harder, because I'll spend way too much time sitting here. I've got enough extra inventory that grabbing a coconut probably a good idea. You know, stave off the hunger. It's all. Okay. There we go. Especially with the balloon in my bag, I probably wouldn't go for a coconut otherwise, because these things encumber you so hard. I also woke up with a headache, so I took my meds with ibuprofen, like one big handful. And I feel like I can kill God, I think. I say that the ibuprofen is not kicked in. I still have a headache. It's pretty bad. I also had dinner, like, not dinner. I had breakfast. I woke up at like 4 a.m., a time when I should not have been awake. And I got food. Got food then, so I'm not hungry enough for breakfast now. Which is why I am not actively eating breakfast during this stream. Which some people might say is an improvement. But I would say is an interruption to my circadian rhythm. Circadian cycle. My sleep cycle, my circadian... whatever it's called. This is also legit my first time experiencing this map. Cause whoop. I didn't get the chance to get on peak yesterday. Or well, I guess I had the chance, I just didn't. I was busy playing RimWorld. So I didn't see this map before, like, yesterday. So I do not have any idea what I'm facing, not even, like, just shore-wise. Like, I ain't seen it. It's an exciting mystery to embrace and explore. Yeah. A little bit of bonus energy used. Stand here? Man. I still don't know where the fog is. It says the fog rises, but I've never seen the fog. I'm half convinced the fog is a government hoax. There's all my bonus gone. Ugh. Okay, I might need to backtrack here. Maybe head this way? I do my best not to backtrack generally. I like to work from wherever I've ended up. Often to my own detriment, but you know. I'll pick a path and I'll stick with it. I'll trust my gut on that one. And I'm frequently wrong, but occasionally I find a faster path. It's one of those things. Energy drink. For the morning energy. Plus, I think it's admirable to be able to play it from where it lies, so to speak. You know, from my mini golf experience. I tried to play regular golf once or twice. I think every time I managed to injure myself. I don't know how. Like, don't ask me how I managed that. I think at a certain point, it's like the Divines hating you more than anything on your personal whatever. Plus, the first couple times I was doing anything golf-like, my grandpa was around and he was micromanaging like the whole time. And that kind of put a sour taste in my mouth. Because I know he was like trying to teach me stuff, but he wasn't doing it all that effectively. It's like he wanted to pass down knowledge, but he's never done that effectively. Tells more than teaches and doesn't convey the ideas in a understandable manner every time. Can result in some frustration. I'm being very diplomatic with my speech because I don't want to call my grandpa a dipshit, but... one of those things. It's one of those, like... teaching is a separate skill to whatever you have become good at, you know? Like, if you're really good at a thing, you might have a lot of knowledge worth sharing, but you need to learn how to teach that information totally separately. It's an entirely different set of skills. Just because teaching is like a big communication skill, you can't expect just any, like, I don't know, samurai you've tracked down to a small village in rural China during the Qing dynasty. I don't remember how to pronounce that one. You can't expect him to just be a good teacher. They're probably learning how to teach as they are teaching you. It's like teaching is a separate and very admirable skill, in my opinion. The kind of, it's even, like, you will have good teachers, bad teachers, and one of the biggest aspects of, like, whether or not you have a good or bad teacher is whether they have studied how to teach in, like, meaningful depth alongside studying their subject matter. Because there's a separate level of passion that you'll have for, you know, learning to communicate with others and sharing information as you would with, learning like whatever your topic of interest is. And I've always found that, at least in my like personal experience of doing stuff, I don't feel like I know something until I can explain it to someone else and have them understand. You know? Because there's a level of depth there that you really need to achieve before you can not just understand a thing for yourself, but also teach it to someone else. And I've met a lot of people, even, college professors, who are undoubtedly amazing at a given skill and have not put a lot of effort into learning how to teach. You'll also see that in, like, you're not going to see it very often in elementary, middle, high school. Um, those people are more likely to know how to teach than to just be like an expert on whatever their thing is. Because they are, if you're going into teaching like pre-college level, you're doing it because you love like teaching and sharing knowledge to the next generation or whatever. When you're at the college professor level, there is an element of like, do you love teaching or do you love this subject matter? And this was a good way to make money doing it, you know? And I'm not gonna, like, jump on anyone for not being an amazing teacher or whatever. And there are definitely fields where it's like, yeah, no, it's not like I can get a research grant for, I don't know, game design or whatever. Like, no one's gonna give me knowledge. No one's gonna give me money to study this unless I'm also teaching it. One of those fun things, but still, it's one of those fun experiences I've had. Just, man, I know for sure you are good at this, and you don't know how to teach me what you're doing. You have no idea how to convey this information, but I can see you're an expert. It's a very fun experience to have. Especially if you have done things like I have done entirely on accident, learning how to teach people things. I'm not even that amazing at it, is the thing. I will acknowledge that I am above average when it comes to teaching others skills, but it's not like a thing that I've invested a ton of time into. I've invested enough into it to get a basic understanding of a concept across to other people. Because that's the amount of knowledge that I felt I needed to be able to convey before I understood something. So I learned just enough about teaching to satisfy my own ability to, like, learn a thing. You know? So I'm above average, but I'm not an amazing teacher by any means. Ah, oh, Pandora's Lunchbox. Lovely. Oh, and replacement bandages. Cool. I just get the Pandora's Lunchbox. I don't even have to sacrifice anything for that. What? Those, like, skinny little trees, almost impossible to climb up, but really good for climbing down. Alright, chat, I still definitely have a headache. The ibuprofen barely kicking in. Granted, I'm like 20 minutes after taking it, not like half an hour. So I truly did take my meds right before stream. Which, again, better than taking them during stream. Better to have a little bit of prep, but, you know. I just think it's really fascinating how, I guess, how people learn things, if that makes sense. I like seeing how people learn things, and I also like seeing experts in their fields attempting to teach others. Um, because that can be a very beautiful moment if it lines up perfect and it's like, yeah, this subject matter expert is also a good teacher. Uh, and like as a result we have this person who triggers all these little flashes of inspiration in people, and it's just beautiful. But like, I don't know, in my experience, one of the hardest things about attempting to teach someone anything is that they kind of have to want to learn it, because otherwise they're not going to put any of the required mental effort into like attempting that. And like, on your part, as like if you're the teacher, um you have some amount of responsibility to make it interesting for the person you're trying to teach. You know, you can't expect someone to really go in depth on something they do not care about. Like, they're just not gonna do it, and that's part of the job, part of the struggle. Is it's a two-sided thing, like any interaction with a human being. I'm gonna be honest. But you hit the right confluence of subject matter expert who is a good teacher and a student who is incredibly willing to learn, and that's a beautiful thing to watch. Occasionally you can find videos of people who are amazing teachers on YouTube. And I can't think of any good examples right now, but it's beautiful. The videos I have seen where it's like, oh, it's very clear that this person wanted to learn this, and is having a good time doing it. And the teacher is seeing the like flash of inspiration in the student's eyes. Ah, it's the most like satisfying thing in the world, I think, to see someone learn something. It's beautiful, really. I think the only reason I haven't like attempted to go into teaching as a profession is just because I don't have the energy for it. It's one of those like, if I wanted to go to a high school and try and teach kids about whatever, um, like, you'll have those moments, and you'll also have a lot more moments, with some just shitty bastard teen. Not everyone's going through their own thing, obviously, but you're gonna have the moments where it's like, teacher, why do I need to learn this? And you don't always have a good answer, because in a lot of cases it's like, you don't need to learn this, actually. It's like advanced trigonometry. You're probably never gonna have to use this. The thing that you are learning in here is how to learn, and, you know, practicing critical thinking, and engaging the part of your brain that is retaining extra information. And, you know, learning math can help a bunch of other stuff in your head. Like, it's beneficial for a lot of other stuff, especially at a young age, to be learning new things, even if you're not really going to make use of them, because you're training the parts of your brain that are good at learning, and, ultimately, like, able to recognize numbers and all that. And it's like, if you do end up being an engineer, amazing! But even, like, if you only end up at working... I can't really think of a job that doesn't benefit from some level of complex knowledge of any given subject, but, like, you know. Even if you end up doing something that you don't think is important or complex, you will still have benefited from learning about stuff in high school, even if it's, like, not something that you're using. Because you will have learned how to learn things, you know? I don't know. I might be rambling, but I might also be onto something. Yeah? I just realized I haven't been looking where I'm going for the last, like, 10 minutes. I have no idea where I am on the mountain. Hmm. I'm passionate about a lot of stuff in this realm. I think I would be pretty good at making lesson plans, but doing the day-to-day work of teaching would kill me, I think. Especially with how we treat teachers in America. Like, maybe overseas I'll look into it a bit harder, see if I can get, like, a teaching license or whatever, but not here. Alright, let me toss that out. Get some extra space, and I should eat some thick mints. Green crisp berry. A lot of thorns in this one. No, I'm doing a lot of, like, narrow dodging poison here. Maybe if I'm going, like, diagonal up there, but I think you hit the edge of the world pretty soon after. So this is probably a bad place to go. Let's see if there's anything good back here. Ah, not, like, immediately. Shoot. Alright. There's not really anything good anywhere, as far as I can see. I think if I can sneak up to there, I can keep going pretty easy. Like, it looks like there's a few other spots of climbable surface there. I'm just probably gonna need to use up more equipment than I'd like to getting there. Let's see how it goes. Oh. Okay, using up a lot of bonus. Yeah. Oh, I probably could have used my baton, but whatever. Stamina's gone already. Oh. Oh! Well, everybody, this has been... Ah! Ooh! This has been the Daily Peak. I appreciate everyone who showed up to watch. Ah! That hurt a little bit to, like, look at. Jeez! That was, like, that hit me. We made it up to the tropics, at which point I died. Really appreciate everyone who came to look. Check out my Discord if you want to stay up to date, get a notification every morning when I do this. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow.